Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Prisoner Architect Strategy and Tactics episode... Oh, let's see, what is it? 4? I think we're on 4. So, in our last episode, we brought in our 20 prisoners, and at least for the time being, 20 it will stay. Not for long, though. We'll be ramping things up soon enough. I just want to get this stupid nutrition research project out of the way. And heck, I'm not even going to wait the whole 4 days here. I'm just waiting for this part to finish itself. Then for the other parts, then we'll be okay. We'll be okay for those. To start bringing a few more people in. In fact, yeah, it's only 4 p.m. I guess it's just raining. And yeah, I guess that's one thing that the rain does is it stains everyone's clothing, so everyone wants to get a fresh change of clothing, which is fine. That's why we have laundry services. But yeah, as you can see, that's why it is so important to get laundry service up and running. But hey, now that we got some people working in laundry, we can have some people helping out with that. Because we got some dirty laundry to take care of. And some clean laundry to drop off now that people have used up some of theirs. Although still some people opting to just stay in lockup, which is unfortunate. Let's see here. A couple of our prisoners are coming up really early for parole. Not that I'm complaining. That's why I built the parole office that early. Oh yeah, now that we got rid of this stupid thing, let's get rid of this solitary. We'll get rid of that damn door. We will demolish these walls. And you know what? What the hey? We'll leave the toilet. If it's yard time and someone needs to drop a deuce, there is a receptacle for them to do that. I don't care if there's no privacy. It'll stay there for them. And we will once more make this rightfully part of the yard, as it always should have remained. The other thing I might do once everyone goes to bed proper is start building out my next wing, my next cell block, that is. Even if I don't fill it with cells, I can prime it. And then when I'm good and ready for it, then I can start inviting in prisoners for it. Just want to make sure, yeah, these things are part of the yard as well. And that is actually... Yeah, we'll wait for the work lockup period to end and just go to straight lockup before I start demolishing fences. Again, we don't want to give them any free exits. Meanwhile, how are we on... we've got surveillance. Excellent. Let's get that in place. CCTV monitor, check. And a phone tap, check. So we'll get those in place. And I'll show you the best way to hook those up in due time. Actually, we can probably get... let's see, I think it's on... Yeah, it's in here, CCTV. Yeah, we'll put you like right up here. You can take a good grandiose view of the place. Reception is going to get one. Yeah, we'll put one in the staff room in case someone tries to sneak in. Definitely put one in the classroom. Keep an eye on that area. We will put we'll put one over here in the parole area. I'd say one in the laundry area to keep an eye on them. Alright, we are in lockup proper. These guys are going home. Well, home, quote unquote. All right. So now we can start. I think I'm going to put my next cell block down here. And this, I made this fence a weird shape, and it's bothering me. So, goodbye, fence. One, two. Actually, hang on. Yeah, that's the size we're supposed to be going down here. We'll hook all those. Oh, you need power, or dedicated power, rather. All right, yeah, we got all of our power going up here, so we're good. All right, now for a concrete block here. Remember, we are leaving, we want the field to be exactly 6 tiles wide in there. So this is how large we're making this particular one. And there's going to be a lot of tree chopping. A lot of tree chopping. But by the time this is all done, we'll be good. All right, let's speed it up, because everyone else is asleep, and these guys are just going to be there chopping trees. Oh wait, hang on. Let's. Oh well, it'll take them a while to get those hooked up. So while they're busy with that, also I heard a little ringy dingy. Actually, you know what? It might behoove us to extend this out as well. Like, say, out to here. Might as well, since we're improving the neighborhood. And here, we're going to be doing a little bit something different as far as, instead of making it right out to here, we're actually going to be hiding things behind, sort of making it a little bit of a deep tunnel run here for our next room here that I have in mind. I'll show you why and how. Oh yeah, we also need to hire our lawyer. Completely forgot about the lawyer. And we need to get him researching small cells. Probably one of the pivotal key technologies for him. Can't believe I've waited so long to get our lawyer. I think that's everything for our warden to research. That's too expensive for me to get right now, the offshore tax haven. But we will go for the armory here. We will. This isn't going to be a super extremo pressy prison here, but we still need that in place. Well, you guys better hurry up with these trees. Get these things in place. A lot of lumber. All right, let's speed you guys up. Yes, please make this next fence. Oh, excellent. And it's still sleep time, so I think we can, in good faith, demolish this wall here. Because I think they'll have this area finished in time. You kind of outfoxed yourself, dude. Lol. Yeah, let's dump that rubble. Because that door being forced open's not necessarily a good thing. But still sleep time. I'm glad I'm letting them sleep in. And thank you for our patroller here, opening up doors as needed. Always handy and always right there when it's needed. So efficient. And bingo. We got it. We are golden. Excellent. All right, so in this corner here, we have, thanks to our research, a kennel. It is time for the doggos to claim their own. So for a kennel, all you really need is the doggy beds here, dog crates. We're not going to need quite this many right now, but you know what? I like lots of dog beds. We're gonna have I like dog patrols. Trust me, they are useful in so many ways. We'll also extend out our path here. And that's not yard, silly game. That never was yard. Oh yeah, let's get a door here. Because this is going to be another block of cells here that all feed into this canteen. That's why I left that space right there. All right, now with doggies, oh yeah, let's first off, for deployment, we want a guard deployed into this room. The reason being is both with parole and visitation, there's a chance that the prisoner will not like how the way things are going and will flip the F out. Attack their lawyer, attack their family, and just go crazy. So it is good to have some defenses in here, as it were. Next is that we actually need ourselves a... Where is it? Metal detector. Because visiting families love to smuggle crap in. So this will help catch any that makes it past our initial metal detector. So that should take care of that. The other thing that we're going to get here, now that we have, this is a dog handler. A couple of them, actually. The first one is going to be our front door guard. Our front door guard dog. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to go to logistics. We are going to, not logistics, deployment, dog patrols, and we're going to put one right there and assign one handler to it. And basically, anything that goes into the prison, or anyone that goes into the prison, will be subject to Sergeant Sniffums and his all-knowing nose. So if we get any stinky contraband coming through the system, Sergeant Sniffums will be on the case. So that helps cut down a lot on the contraband flowing in here. We will put other dog patrols in there soon, but also we need to connect our CCTVs. Just like with the door controls, we connect here, and this one can handle 8. So 2 and a 3, 4, 5. And we got 3 more on that one. So now we can get vision on here inside of the camera, which works out very nicely. Oh yeah, and the phone tap, just like the others, allows us to connect to different phones. What the phone tap does is it basically allows us to have an idea of when our, gives us some confidential information from our prisoners. All right, looks like it is time. I guess we don't have to define this as sleep time because nobody from 8 to 9 wants to sleep, so they're just going to go take their showers and all that. Which is good. We want people taking their showers so they're not upset. And we have our meager rations being stocked up here. I hope you're happy, Mr. Research. We're at 50% there. Shona getting a little spiritual with it in here. All right, shower time, which actually is kind of redundant. Yeah, it just people wake themselves up on the previous hour. All right, well, fair enough. So they can chill in there for a little while longer. If anyone hasn't gotten a shower, they can take one now. They can use the facilities. They can pray for those who are spiritual. And for those who are not, where are you going? Oh, you're looks like you're going for a parole. All right, you can go do your parole, man. Good luck. Oh, and looks like Bucknell is visiting thing. Early release. All right, we got early release there, and yeah, you're in bad shape, dude. Go eat. Go eat. Please go eat. Because you're in bad shape. What the heck have you been doing all this time? Get some food, dude. I wonder why he's not getting comfort. All right, and oh, we still haven't gotten our special transfer. That's why I haven't found him. So eventually the game will transfer in him. Just not right now. Wilson! Oh, they're just resuming their things here. So yeah, well, actually, it looks like he doesn't have a family need right now. If he had a family need, he would be instantly satisfied. Chappelle, yeah, I wouldn't mind you getting paroled because your needs are pretty harsh right now. You could use some stuff, and it looks like yep, our patroller is tired. We have a tired doggo. And it is free time. So once again, everyone just taking care of partaking their needs here for heading off and doing what they want to do. Looks like, yeah, toilet time. That after morning dump. Very therapeutic. What is wrong here? Oh, it needs to be surrounded by walls. We can do that. And we can also get a jail door in here because we are also going to be doing something a little bit deeper into this for security purposes. All right, let's start kitting out this new area right here. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building it in 15 hours. Like we'll actually start inviting prisoners in once we have the small cells technology, grant in this particular case, because we are going to be making use of small cells. This is the reason why I also held off on building any more cells until a little bit later, so that we could get that built into our design. Not that I'm going to dismantle these. These cells are fine. They're doing what they got to do. But what we're going to do here is just try and cram as many 2x2s. These are the small cells. Normally you need 3x2, but with 2x2 technology, you can cram a lot more prisoners in to a lot smaller of a space. Like that. You can, you can put the... Oh, wait, why am I doing brick wall here? Derp. Gotta stick with the concrete theme. Alright, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Okay, we're back. I should have probably used the planning tool, but yeah, we've got a whole bunch of small cells, but we also have a couple more of our larger cells. And what we're going to do is I'm going to kit these out first and get them up and running, and we're going to make them the same as these, the double-person dorm cells, and get people in here right now, even without having to wait for, well, not right now, but soon. And then once we get the grant, then we'll kit out the other cells. or at least make them official. So let's get our jail doors in here so we don't spend the extra materials. Like so. We're going to get ourselves, we're going to do remote doors. Now that we have that technology right in hand, we'll be doing remote doors for these. Let's see, metal detectors. We'll go here and here. I might as well jail door up the rest of these areas before they build the walls. Even if we're not going to be building the cells themselves right away, still be useful. And then for down here, we'll go to our handy-dandy cloning tool. Like so. Get those up and running sooner rather than later. Alright, that took a chunk of change, but Coley getting searched. What you got for me, buddy? You got something? Nope, you got nothing. False alarm. Sorry about that. Could you just open the door for them, s'il vous plaît? Oh yeah, the other thing I need here is those door servers. The door servers. Heck of a word to be this series' mispronunciation. It's usually something slightly more understandable. Alright, work and lockup time with our reform programs. How's our class attendance doing? We got, Shona, yes, excellent. Terrible concentration, though, because of their privacy needs. See, that privacy need, that is, ultimately speaking, the problem with, did we never hook that one up? That's the problem with dorm-style cells. Is that the privacy need is almost impossible to fulfill, and therefore people sit on their this privacy need unfulfilled, and it just puts them in a slightly worse mood. It's not going to necessarily by itself cause people to riot, but it is going to be a permanent damper on their attitude. Which is why you don't want to do dorm cells with higher security level people. Low security people, you can get away with it, and we are getting away with it. But higher sec, not so much. I think for this one, what we'll do, because the toilets and such are gonna be down on here, is we'll put this up here. And then run these down here. And then for the hot water heater, we'll run a hot water line down here, and then we'll just run it all the way up here for the showers. Beautiful. And then we'll get the rest on once the rest of the cells are in place. And here, this construction we can do during the day because working on here... Sergeant Sniffums caught something. He smelled something in the toilet. And unfortunately, this is the annoying instance where a worker won't put the object down to be inspected. But the dog hangs on it until they can inspect it. So they just get in each other's way. Oh, will you just drop that? And I can't even tell him to just drop the damn toilet and let the dog sniff it. And let the handler search it more specifically. It's like, I need to get in, but I need to search the toilet. The one downside to having dogs, but the upsides are worth it. in so many other ways. Oop, our short-term investment is coming due soon. And there's our short-term investment. Boom! Money in the bank. Let's take a look at our grants, shall we? Yeah, we're actually not too far from the governmental security ratings grant here. So let's get that one. Now we do need another dog handler assigned to another patrol. This patrol, I think what we're going to do, we're going to have a dog patrol join this little circle right here in the canteen. Because that is absolutely going to be paramount. The other one, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a little patrol. Well, actually, you know what? We need to start our general yard patrol. We're just going to have the dog going up and down the yard like this. Like that, to sniff out tunnels. That's the other use we have here. Now, since 25% of our staff can be on break at any given time, we have 3 different things. We're going to want 4 dog handlers so that one's always on break. Because we have three dog patrols. Oh yeah, the doggies are giving everything a sniff. And he smelled something on that. Run! Run, man, run! Get out of there! Save yourself! Ooh. Ha ha ha! Look what Sergeant Sniffums found. And yes, all the dogs in my prison are named Sergeant Sniffums. Deal with it. Buckwell. Found drugs, found drugs. Can't be hiding that from me now. Oh yeah, you guys need power, don't you? That will take care of that. He's still trying to deliver the toilet. That is one persistent guy. It's like, let me put it down in its associated location. Then you may search it. He's trying to bring it to this cell, the poor bastard. Oh, he's making a break for it. Nope, never mind. Dog's body blocking him. And here we have our permanent station here. Got a couple of people working on spirituality here. Always good to take care of that and keep that nice and low. Oh, thank goodness. Yes. Please tell me there was something in that toilet. No, there was nothing in the toilet. Or was there? There's something in there. That dog's going nuts over something. Nope, nothing. Or is that the toilet you were keying on? Box contains toilet. Yeah, there's something in there. That's like dog ambrosia in there. Maybe someone brought in a Snackums. Oh, doggy wants Snackums? Oh, that's the other thing we want to do for our area here. While we are constructing this area, we want it to be considered unlocked. That way all the doors are instantly unlocked. What in the world are you doing, man? I don't know what he's getting caught up on. I don't want to fire them then just to remake them. But they are obsessing about that toilet. But regardless of some misbehaving doggies, we are making progress in making our prison more secure. That being said, there are some more things that we can do to keep this keep increasing our security levels here. But that requires more time and also more capital. Ooh. Oh, what do you got here? Drill. No drill for you, buddy. All right. Oh, good. They finally gave up their search, and these guys can install this toilet properly. Hey, only 25% of you are supposed to be on break at that one time. Not all of you. Let's see here. All right. Prisoners doing their thing. Free time going on here. Let's see. Yeah, we still got to get them to pass that. We're still working on the research thing. We also need our armed guards, which I don't... Have we researched them yet? We have. Let's get tasers. And let's set up our armory here. This is the reason why we are burying these so far deep into our prison structure, because we do not want to have anyone to have easy access to this room, because it's so dangerous. Not an ideal thing for a prisoner to get their hands on or stick their nose into, if you know what I mean. And this should be large enough to serve our purposes. So for the armory, we need a guard locker for every guard. And we're back. Sorry about that. Right, armory. We need a table in here. Like so. We need, not a dog crate, weapon rack up here. We want that as far away as possible. And then we want the guard lockers. 2 of them, at least for this time being. For 2 armed guards. Oh yeah, and maybe some lights. They might like some. They might like those. Oh right. We need to hook this up to our door control system. Thank you. Hey, wait a minute. I told you all to be open. All you should be open to make it easier on our workmen. All right, got 8 new minimum security coming in. Work/lockup. Yeah, not a lot going in the evening work/lockup, but in due time, we'll have more things going on, especially once we have more prisoners passing their kitchen thing. They'll be able to do that as a job more readily. But yeah, we are increasing, so our next round of security here should be just fine. We also probably get our cash flow back up a little bit once we get more prisoners in. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kitting out. I'm going to do a couple of, just like what I did before, I'll do a couple of model cells. And these you can't get away with. With a 2x2, you can't get away with a dormitory. These are going to be singletons. But they're a singleton for a reason. Because the prisoners in there will be able to fulfill their privacy need effectively. So that will cease to be a problem for them. Now, yes, we're going to be sticking some low secs in here, but as we go along, we will be increasing the security. As one concerned viewer expressed, he was worried I was going to make nothing but a low sec prison, and that would be indeed kind of boring and not really test our strategies and tactics very well, now would it? And of course we cannot forget lights. Let there be lights. Oh, I'm missing a toilet. I pointed it in the wrong direction. Derp. And then the water needs will be right here in the front of these cells. Like so. And then hot water will go up to the fronts like so. They'll follow the normal water paths here. So we can get all our utilities in place, since we know we'll be needing them. Oop, Sergeant Sniffums on the case. And once again, grabbing something that one of our workers. Get him, boy! Get him! Get them uniforms. Don't let... Where... Why, our dogs are prolific today. Ooh! Well, looky there! Looks like somebody was trying to pocket some poison. These other guys are like, let me out, we didn't do anything. See, yeah, this is why we got to be careful with the infirmary here. In fact, we should probably make it staff only, because a prisoner in here can be escorted. So you know what, let's go back to my original thing of making the infirmary, kennel, and armory staff only. I think we need a few more general purpose guards. Since our kennel dog handlers are being lazy bones. Alright, it is sleepy time. What did we find this time? Nope, nothing. Just sniffing some trays. Thought he smelled some bacon. Alright, let's speed things up a bit. As we wait for our new cells to be built here. And actually, we might as well, just in case we can get them marked and get the prisoners in, mark them as cells. How are we for 1 hour? Actually, you know what? We'll have enough time for it. So once these cells are built, we can mark all of these as cells, and then as many as we can assemble before the intake period, the better. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, once these are done, and what are you? Oh yeah, it fails the 2x3 test, but otherwise it's a proper cell. So we can copy pasta it now. And get you and copy pasta you. As we rack up a giant grocery list of parts here. And yeah, once we get that research, all of these that have the proper parts will now be designed as valid cells. Pretty soon we will be working on getting our outside area, but again, I don't really feel the need for it for our MinSec people. I don't think they're going to bolt right away, but when we're about to upgrade ourselves, then yeah, I think that'll be wise. How we doing here? Getting closer. 1 hour 26 minutes. We've got plenty of time before intake. Actually, we're getting it just in time. All right, let's fast forward here. Let them get themselves up and running here. Get as many of these cells in here, because the more cells that we can get valid, the more people we can intake today. Once our lawyer convinces Amnesty International that we're not being cruel by cramming people in these rooms. 21 minimum security coming in hot. We're getting pretty close to being able to handle the to being able to do the cell block B, but we're not quite there yet. Actually, there looks like we got all the cells just in time, which means we can deploy this as MinSec only. And this will be MinSec only too. Because, well, everyone's MinSec anyway, so might as well make it MinSec only. Ooh, more poison. Ooh, in the potatoes too. Ew. Not good. All right, here comes our fresh meat. And yeah, all these new arrivals getting sniffed. Sniff up them new arrivals here. Ooh, aren't you fancily dressed? Look at you. Thomas Workbench Eaglebeck. But he's only in for 1 year, so meh. Godwin, Swatson, Harrison. Ooh, poison. The doggy missed the... no, he didn't miss the poison. He caught the poison. Keep that sniffing going. Dr. Sniffums, if I... Oh, it looks like all the prisoners that were doubled up got moved into singleton cells. Well, at the very least, they can satisfy their privacy needs. And, well, what's left of their eat needs. Ooh, a shiv. And we can finally get off of our... well, I'm going to let them finish this last meal as the low thing, because if I suddenly tell them that they can eat high quantities, you're going to get like 2 guys that eat all the food that's been prepared, and everyone else gets nothing. But after this meal, we're gonna crank up the volume on our meals, at least for a while. Now, granted, we are going to be giving them more, but we are going to be giving them way too much more. High, and 3 meals a day. That's insanely too much. But again, we're doing this song and dance for this damn grant. I just want to get it out of the way. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we have to adjust our carefully planned regime to have 3 meal times. Well, first off, you guys aren't getting 2 hours to eat every single time since we're doing 3 meals. If you miss a meal, tough. Here, we'll put this work lock up. Eat yard. Yes, eat the yard. You got one at 10 a.m. and one at 5 p.m. And oh, what the hey. I think we can move this meal back 1 for the time being, because everyone wakes up anyway. And you know what? We don't necessarily need yard time at the moment. We can make it free time. There is going to be a time where specifically having yard time is going to be very important. I guess instead of... we need to make sure that our work periods are at least 3. So you know what? Here, we'll do an eat, and then we'll extend the work period up here. That works. 3 meals a day. Dinner's at 5, and it's going to be a big one. Bring your appetite. Geez, look at this place. Oh yeah, this is the other thing that I wanted to do with our armed patrols. 1 here. 1 here. We don't want to be waving our armed guards around our general prison population, but we do want to scare the crap out of new arrivals, just to keep them calm while they're in transition. And just being in proximity to an armed guard will cause suppression with everybody in the room. And this guy out here is, if we have an escapee, they are more likely to surrender to an armed guard. And he's not mingling with the general prison population, so that's fine. And I think, that took care of our security grant here. Got 2 people in lockdown. So yeah, that took care of that grant. Now, Cena was using a phone here. Did we learn any useful intelligence from that? Also, yeah, did we have any informants? It'll let us know if somebody is a potential for confidential informant. Arranged .1. Oh, I think Sino arranged for alcohol to be lobbed over the fence right here. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that but we know that there's going to be some alcohol coming. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Oh yeah, let's get just one more regular guard. Just to have some... Yeah, we got people farting around in here. That's fine. 40 of 42, not too shabby. And we'll easily beat... In fact, you know what? Let's take Cell Block B for our next grant here. Ooh, or we could do Crackdown on Drugs. That's not bad. Yeah, let's do Crackdown on Drugs. And we're 80% way there. Thankfully, it counts the number of drugs you found thus far, even before you took the grant. So we only need to find 2 more sets of drugs, and then we'll be in business. We got to extend that out a little bit here. I have a feeling we're going to need to extend that out a little bit here. Okay, now that we have all these extra programs, yeah, Foundation, a lot more people going for that. 4 finished, 4 passed. Wonderful. Because we're going to need all the help we can get in the kitchen. Workshop safety, drug addiction. Yeah, maybe we do need to make this a chapel. 6x4, we can do better than that. How about 6x9? So we are going to the chapel. We're not going to get married, but we are definitely going to... let's get this altar in here. And some pew-pew-pews. Pew-pew-pew-pew. I put the door in the wrong place. Let's get a new door. Let's dismantle that door. And that way we can have a nice big chapel. Well, I wouldn't say a big chapel, but a decent sized one. How are our class... Shona, you're having adequate concentration. Now that you've solved that, you are still hungry. That I understand. You need some exercise. You need some... Why were you up, Shona? You're not digging a tunnel, are you? You better not be digging a tunnel. Why didn't you go to sleep, young lady? Or young man with... You know what I mean. Cameo Black is studying up. All right, got plenty of laundry being done here. I love they're doing the dog's sleeping noise here. All right, yeah, we got all of our utilities are all set here, and our laundry guys are going to be busy as heck getting new digs for everybody. But as they should be. Now, one thing we do need to do, we're coming up on that. Yeah, let's get some more. We need more cooks to prepare the amount of food that we need for this high volume, high thing. We're going to need a lot more cooks to sustain something like that. And this is why I wanted our prison labor maximized here. We got unfortunately only 2 people working here, even though there is another qualified prisoner. But I'll take all the help I can get. Are you suppressed or something? Yes, you are. Oh, because you probably sat and stared at this nice man right here with the shotgun. Yeah, go Turner. Yeah, getting prisoners to help out in the kitchen is huge because you need a lot of labor in the kitchen, and getting it on the cheap and getting it in excess more than you think you need is definitely going to be part of that. As you can see, they have a lot of meals to go, just to feed everybody on a high setting. It's not just magically filling the pots with more food. They need to do a lot more cooking per meal in order to achieve that rating and to make enough for everybody. And it's already eat time, and we barely have enough food. This is our problem. Thankfully, with 3 meals a day, if somebody misses out, they'll probably catch it on the next one. Yeah. See how they're grabbing 3 items per plate? That's the high quantity. And the high variety is, now see eggs there. They didn't previously serve eggs. So that's how you can sort of visually tell what's going on here. And yeah, it looks like we got a couple of empty mouths here. Hopefully they can queue up some more meals and get them in here quickly. Yeah, someone's going to be diving headfirst into those potatoes. As everyone makes a mad dash for the potatoes. And everyone makes a mad dash for the bacon. Now, that's the nice thing. If they grab the food in time for the meat, by the end of that, and you put free time after the eat time, they will be allowed to finish their meal, rather than just being rested from it. If you do any other type of regime besides that, then they'll be interrupted from eating their meal. And be forced to abandon their food when otherwise they might get themselves. Now comes the cavalry. Yeah, this guy was hungry. But yeah, see that? He's getting a buff, well fed. That is the upside to making this much more food than is actually needed. That being said, it's not my favorite setting in the long run. Once we satisfy this grant, I will be doing things my way. Because it will be my way, or the highway. Alright, Plattern, you're going visiting your family. Why do I hear eating sounds? Wait, why is Turner in shackles? You must have tried to smuggle a knife out or something. The guy's here just listening to the radio. You rarely see the recreation. All the available cells are too high. Yeah, the cell quality thing is... darn it, I forgot something. We'll do this right before we end our episode here. Let's get guard patrols. We got like one here. One guard. Just to keep a line of sight on all that. Okay, I think that is a good episode here. So, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.